not realizing that they're already in them? Yeah, that's a good question. All right, in Luke 9:33, why did Peter offer to make 3 tabernacles for Jesus, Moses, and Elijah? Luke 9:33. It said, of course, this is the Mount of Transfiguration. Y'all remember that. Verse 33, and it came about as these were parting from him, Peter said to Jesus, Master, it is good for us to be here, and let us make 3 tabernacles, one for you, and one for Moses, and one for Elijah, not realizing what he was saying. So what's going on here? This is, in all likelihood, a reference to the Feast of Booths, also referred to as the Feast of Tabernacles. In this feast, this was the final feast of the Israelite religious calendar. It was the last feast of the year. It was tied to the final harvest. And the men would come to Jerusalem, and they would gather twigs and branches, and they would make booths. They would make basically tents. These are basically tents. And all over Jerusalem, they would sleep in these tents for a whole week. And it was to commemorate the nation of Israel when they were in the wilderness, and they had to stay in tents. And so it looked back, but it also looked forward. It was a harvest feast. They were thankful for the end of the harvest, all the produce that God had brought in, and it pictured God as the Lord of the harvest, and allowing his people to benefit from his kindness and his goodness on the land, the Feast of Booths. Well, the New Testament picks up the idea of the Lord of the harvest. Who is the Lord of the harvest? Well, Jesus said, pray to the Lord of the harvest, right? So it's his Father, the Lord of the harvest. And the harvest has become, in Jesus' teaching, not the plants and the fruit, but what's the harvest in Jesus' teaching? Unsaved souls. And so pray the Lord of the harvest that he sends laborers out into his harvest. And so the Feast of Booths is really, it pictures the kingdom. It's a picture of the kingdom. So Peter is saying, the kingdom is here. Right? He's excited. I mean, the kingdom is here. Let's build some booths and you start reigning. Okay? But he didn't know what he was saying. What did he forget that Jesus taught? He had to die first. Yeah. Peter wants to skip all that stuff, just go straight to the kingdom. but he doesn't know what he's talking about here. He's excited. He's lost a little control of his mind a little bit, and has gone a little bit too far in the future. So this is the Feast of Booths that Peter wants to set up here in Luke 9, verse 33. The question that was asked.